Interchangeably, when I want to look at the TGIF, which is the 20 to 30% of the weekly range, if I anticipate that being there or a factor for Thursday into Friday's trading, I'll change this 0.25 to simply this. Okay. And then that would be the 20% or 30% levels on the weekly candlestick. But because I only concern myself with that when it's viable, it's not every single week that you're going to be able to do that. Because if the market's reaching for a target on a higher time frame, weekly or daily, it still could be closing very heavy on the lows while it's bearish and not have much of a retracement at all. But if we get to targets that are intermediate term or high time frame, then TGIF absolutely, as much as 40%, can be a factor for Friday's trading or late, Thursday afternoon going into Friday's trading. But TGIF is just a scenario that requires in itself also an understanding of what price has done to warrant that potential retracement. Because if the market's really, really bearish, you don't want to be trying to do what? Trade a TGIF expecting some kind of a late week rally trying to get to 20 to 30%, because if it's really bearish, it's not going to go to 20. It's just going to keep dropping and end up closing on a newer low or lower low, right, for the week. So it's a lot of things you have to balance. And again, that's what makes neophytes, these traders that come to me, they don't know very much about anything, and they get frustrated because it seems like there's always something new to learn. Look, there's always going to be something new to learn about you. I'm learning something new about myself all the time, but I'm not learning anything new about price. I'm not learning anything new about the markets. That shit stopped decades ago. I learn constantly how I interpret price. What am I doing that's not what I should be doing, and what are those catalysts? What are those things that's causing me to second guess my own rules because I'm trying to be, even me, impulsive? And I have to address those things. So in the beginning, you have a whole lot of that stuff going on that you don't think is an issue. You think it's the thing you're trying to learn, or the person you're learning from, because you're trying to find fault outside of yourself. And you have to be absolutely responsible as a trader. And if you're not responsible with your own results, that means even if you follow someone's methodology, even if you follow someone else's trade signal, even if you piggyback 100%, that's your fault if you lose money. That is your fault. And guess what? It's all your credit when you make money. It's not that person you followed. It's not the person you learned from. You took that initiative. You took that risk. So all the credit is yours. But at the same time, all the shit on that spoon, swallow. Okay? You take that bite because you did it to yourself. And that's the part that people don't want to accept. But I constantly tell you, this is what's required as a trader. You're going to eat shit. It's just the way it is. Sometimes it just tastes better. Other days when you can pull yourself out of it. But there's going to be days, there's going to be weeks, there's going to be months, there's going to be years that you didn't do as well. And it's normal to anticipate that, allow for that in the beginning. But each year going forward, it should be better. But you shouldn't be expecting to get rich overnight. That is simply not possible for some of you that think that it's going to actually happen for you. It's not. Because you don't know what you're going to do to unwind yourself.